I hope y'all can see me. If you can't, I don't know. But I hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. Because I do have uploads to do, but I wanted to do this first. Let me see if I can hear myself. Let's see if it works. Let's see if the Wi-Fi is working. Let's see. Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me see if I can see myself. Let me see if I can see myself. Okay. Let me see if I can see myself. Oh my goodness, and I can. Basically, while we in here, I'm not gonna do too much because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up, y'all. I am officially in Asia, so the girl is here. Let me share this out. Y'all knew we was gonna get into these topics, okay? Please, please. We was definitely gonna get into these topics, honey. Okay, we back to our regular scheduled program. Lord, I can't even talk. I can't even talk. So I had to think about something. Y'all know I did a Fed tour. So I did a Fed tour. I said I was going to the Feds. Do you know people really took that literally? I'm not in a penitentiary. Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna put my hair up tomorrow. It's so dusty out here, but anyways, let it breathe. My hair was up all day. But hey, Bay Squad. So listen, we gotta talk about the Mean Girls. We gotta talk about Ming Lee. She's a liar. She got exposed. Ming Lee is the reason that Kenya Moore is fired. But yeah, let me see. Before we get started, y'all already know what it is. We're going to be talking about Carrie Hilson trying to rebrand as this woman who was forced to do something in an industry where she already had power. She was already an elite songwriter and on the scene. See, y'all be getting confused by Carrie Hilson's lies because she's coming for Beyonce, but y'all forget that she didn't just come for Beyonce. She came for Sierra. And why is Sierra being left out the conversation is beyond me. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. And of course, who else is on here? We got to talk about Rashida. Rashida, my name is Rashida. I rap like Shorty Low. We got to talk about how she's coming for Yandy. Baby, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Listen, it's getting lit. But yeah. So, hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl, Britt, going live with the Brie Talk and Bays Squad. We got to talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not fakes. Everything we say here is allegedly. Everything we say here is allegedly. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip me some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get to the mess, shall we? First things first, baby. Did y'all see China fighting back with our president? Oh my God. And look at me talking shit. And I'm weighing Asia. I feel bad for y'all because y'all think it's high. Baby, the dollar don't mean out here. The dollar don't mean nothing. The dollar don't mean nothing. I told y'all, if you in the membership, I gave y'all the 5 tips for survival. I mean, the dollar don't mean shit, okay? It is what it is. I saw Nick Fuentes going off on the black Republicans, calling them everything but the N word. Oh, child. Let me put this messy poll question up. Child. Okay. Cause I'm gonna come with the receipts. You know the girls hate when you come with receipts. I honestly, y'all know I'm not a part of stan culture. I don't stan anybody, but what we're not gonna do is make it seem like Carrie Hilson is just this amazing, illustrious singer who had pipes. Like, please. Please. Carrie Hilson is from my era. Pretty Girl Rock. That's when I was allowed to go in the clubs. Please, we're gonna talk about it. But let's see who's in here. Hey, Be Real. Hey, Barry. Hey, Cat for Tony. Hey, Pink Side. Hey, Candace. What's going on? Yes, baby. I was on the plane for like almost 24 hours. Almost 24 hours. I missed the whole Thursday. I was on the plane Wednesday. I arrived Friday. I, I was on the plane Wednesday. I arrived Friday. Yes. Yes. I missed a whole day just traveling. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. What's the difference in time zone? How are you dealing with the jet lag? Bree H, I literally went to work today and I slept. So I'm kind of on schedule. Like I was up, I woke up early, I had breakfast with my team. They gave me the rundown on what I'm gonna be doing. But I think it's like 9:24 p.m. here. And it's like 2 o'clock in New York or 1 o'clock in New York. It's something like that. I know it's the morning time in LA. Hey Naughty, hey Boo. I ain't never been with the baddie. Shout out to the international and domestic bays. Look at y'all. What? How y'all can like this video? I forget every time. It's by hitting those three dots right there. Hit those three dots or double tapping your screen. I don't know if y'all have that feature. Over here, I don't really have that feature. Like, it's so different. The social media apps in Asia are not the same. They're not the same. But I'm thankful, okay? We can't do some of the things we can do in America, but I'm not mad at it. And make sure you hit those three dots right there. Those three dots right there is how you can engage with the video. That's how you can send support. Please and thank you. And again, I'm appreciative. So yes, I'm currently in Asia. As y'all see, I'm in my now this is a 4x4, honey. I gotta tell the people to send me some athletic apparel. Cause I need it. I'm gonna just be working. I can tell I'm gonna be working out. So I'm gonna be hitting the gym, the facilities, cause there's really not anything we can do. So yeah, I have a few clothing items, but I wanna get at least 2 weeks worth of like leisure apparel, athletic apparel. So yeah. And yes, I'm in a country where we have to be respectful. So yeah, Asia don't play. Okay. And I'm not about to break the law. Who's going to prison in Asia? Not me, please. But yeah. Hey princess. Not you drinking already. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nessa. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm glad I'm safe too. Oh my goodness. It's 1:20. Hey, Magic T3, what's going on? Listen, the mods are not playing with y'all. I could tell already. They are. I heard that you have to have a VPN to be able to get certain sites when you're in Asia. I think so. I think so. I'm not for sure. I don't know what the sites are. The sites that I use, I could get on them just fine. My phone has international on it, so it always had international because I travel internationally. So yeah. Yeah, I made it safe. I made it safe. We're safe, but we're about to get into the sea. So as y'all can see, my room looks so bare. I don't know what to do to fix it. Honestly and truly, am I gonna do something to make it look good? If if the base squad wants to send me like pictures of themselves and stuff, let me know. Let me know. I will gladly send you my address. Hit my DM on Instagram. Y'all can send me whatever. I'll send you my address so that way I can get it. You know, yes. I did not move. I did not move. Technically, I'm on a mission. So yeah. Yes. Hey, water goddess, what's going on? Hey, I'm her. Yes. So let me know. I put a poll in the chat. So let's get into it. Okay. Y'all can literally, and when y'all send me stuff, they are gonna scan it. The, it seems like the feds shit. Now that I'm talking about it, excuse my French. It seems like the feds because they're gonna be scanning the packages. Asia don't play, okay? But we don't have no tariffs over here, not that I know of. Because everything is like what the price was when I was here literally some years ago. So I didn't see a difference. But now that China has imposed like almost 200% on tariffs of their goods, baby, I pray for America. I'm praying for you guys. But I put a poll in the chat. Do you believe Carrie Hilson was forced to diss Beyonce and Sierra? Oh, this is a good poll already. Baby, y'all are not playing. And I love that. I love that. I love that. But listen, Cash App still works. Super Chat still works. Okay? We need all the things. So let's get into the tea. So let's start off with Ming Lee. Where is she at? Where is she at? Where is she at? I know I put it on here. So did y'all see that Portia exposed Ming Lee? Oh my goodness. I love it. I love when the girls decide to become content creators. You know, they want to be YouTube baddies. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your money because everybody can get this money. All this money on the table, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Mm, mm, I didn't save it. So I thought I saved it. So Brittany has opened up about like how she feels. Let me go to it. I think it was it Bravo the Shade Room? Here it goes. And I'm gonna play this for you.
Everybody needs to know who she is. That was crazy to me. And I said, y'all know something about Charles. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Just playing with her. But I guess I'm a good actress or hit a sore spot. There was a lot of going back and forth at the table. And at that point, Kenya says, peasant. She picks up what looked like a damn serving spoon and start hitting her damn glass like this. Attention, attention, attention. What, girl? What? Let's sip on that. Put a pin in that too.
So Kenya said, absolutely no one on the show gave me anything. Stop doing anything for a click and a view or clickbait. Portia said that's a lie. We talked day and night, and I personally went to the network in production and fought for you before you showed her underage explicit pics. I also went after as well because I was hurt you had to leave. I checked on you because I care and I care. I'm not your enemy, Portia. So, you know, Ming was talking about she didn't do it, she didn't do it. But the girls say, the word on the curb, I'm gonna get to what Brie Eddie said. The girls on the curb said that production said, because Kenya was trying to bring Akila and Ming, but production said they were boring, which I could believe that because when they say boring, it means they don't have like a strong personality. Kelly, who seems to be a great fit for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, came through. But again, Ming Lee gave that stuff. Now, I did hear that. I wasn't sure of it. And they said she gave up the Brittany's news because they used to date the same man, which I'm assuming is Rick Ross or probably some other man. Because y'all know Ming Lee before she started dating Ty Young, which is women, she was into the men. Baby, she was on the scene. How do you think she got snob hair?
I did something that I wish I could take back, but what she did was a million times worse. So there's no way you could go around and play the victim now. I mean, I did some things myself that, of course, I'm going to take accountability for that, I should have done. But outside of that, I really had an opportunity to really get to know the ladies. Then they kept sending me information. That's some nasty work. You left. Yeah. Before this went down. So what was your reaction when you found out what happened? I couldn't believe it because I came in there wanting to be apologetic and give her flowers. I gave her a nice card where I wanted her to read it, and I left. And just to know that everybody started screaming, and I heard the commotion of everybody like running out of the door, and I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? And Kelly was just like, you'll never believe this woman put poster boards of the most nastiest, vile things ever. I mean, she came for my marriage. She called me, all types of very nasty names. And she showed I did something that I wish I could take back. Nasty names. And she showed explicit photos. This was your big moment. So for her to use this big moment to attack me and to humiliate me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was in bed for days. I cried. I had to talk to a few, I had to go to therapy. And just knowing that the internet, the world, my reputation, I'm a businesswoman. So seeing all these things online, it overshadowed everything. And I couldn't believe it.
Have you talked to Kenya since?
She's not reached out to me. Actually, she blocked me. So I would have thought at the very least she would have shown some remorse, or at least, even if it wasn't a public apology to me, I thought she would have at least reached out just to show that, she's sorry. And I haven't received anything.
If you could.
And that's it. So let me get into what Ming said. Ming said I wasn't drunk, and what I said verbatim was, if I had given those pictures or videos to Kenya, it would have been the ones I had in my phone of you at that party. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are not on the internet, nor have I ever shared or shown them to anyone. I don't believe Ming. And the reason why I don't believe Ming is because why do you still have photos of her? And this is a problem. And this is why I say Kenya is going about it the wrong way, because her demise is going to be the Magnetas, the Aquilas, the Ming Lees, the people who say, oh, you didn't do nothing wrong, you didn't do nothing wrong. Baby, Bravo is Kenya's bread and butter. I hate to say it. Bravo is Kenya's bread and butter. Without it, she makes no money. Hence why she was so mad that they did not showcase her hair salon when they did the photo shoot and all that last year, when Candy was on. So my thing is this, and I see what you're saying, Goddess, but Kenya, knowing how they felt about her, why would you go to the extreme? They could have iced her out. I feel like the actions does not align with somebody who's fearful for their life. You thought your life was in danger, so you print off nude pictures of someone who said they had a blicky. I'm sorry, that's not aligning. That to me is saying you're igniting the fire. You're putting more fuel to the flame. So here goes Ming Lee continuing to lie. And I had every phone since 2011. Britt, you're 1 year younger than me, so you were well over age. And this narrative that I'm mad because we dated the same person is complete BS. One of my best friends used to be his fiance, which you're cool with before you even dated him. So stop it. So you did it for your homegirl? To me, this just shows that they're lying. They're scrambling. And the sad part about it is Ming, child, when her tea comes out, because y'all going to see, when her tea comes out, is she going to be able to take it? Is she going to be able to take it? It is what it is. So let's continue. And this narrative, I'm at, da. So stop it. I don't have a problem with you. Like I said to your face, I would never leak or share any pictures or video of you, period. Why do you have pictures and video of this woman in your phone? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Ming Lee. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all do not. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Ming Lee. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all do not. I believe Ming felt like this was a step for her to be on this show, and she was willing to do whatever, hence why Kenya is no longer there. And this is why I say you gotta have smart people around you. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's not adding up. You had a past, so what? Just tell everybody you're a hoe. Your hoe got deleted and you're married now. Coming from me, this is crazy. You see this? Just tell everybody your hoe got deleted and you're married now. FYI, and that image from that video is still on the internet as we speak. Like I said, the internet told your business, not me. Now leave me alone. The internet didn't even know about it because nobody can find it. You gave it to them, Britt. Not Britt, but you gave it to the Ming. And Ming is a liar. This is somebody who's thirsty to be on reality TV. So again, Kenya got set up by a wannabe. She got a taste of fame when she was dating Rick Ross. And then ever since then, she wanted to be in the forefront. It's crazy. Phaedra is coming back on a show with these nobodies. Kenya should be there with Portia and Phaedra. She should, but she let Ming Lee trick her out her spot just for Ming Lee to go on the Basketball Wives because we barely see Ming in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, it's crazy.
Kelly and how she
And so Brittany said the internet didn't tell Kenya anything because where is it all over the internet? Now that's the facts. And it's given that Brittany said she was going to sue and they have to make good on their money with Brittany. What they did was make Brittany a victim. They made Brit a victim. And it's so sad because I feel they're both wrong. I feel like Kenya should not be on the show and neither should Brit. But you cannot go to the people after you did something wrong and be like, well, she did this to me. You should have said that from the start. Ming told me herself in a drunken night at an event in Miami for a whole hour. She has saved explicit images of me in her phone and saved for a rainy day. Very weird to admit to. She ain't innocent either. Can't help we dated the same people. I believe Brit on that one. Now, do I think she should be on Baddies or Now Let's TV? Yes, I do. But guess what? They let a hood rat trick them out their spot. It is what it is. It is what it is. And can I say something? Ming out here talking about your wholeness got deleted and all this other stuff. Baby, when she gets on Basketball Wives, y'all gonna see why she shouldn't be on reality TV. Brit is so ratchet, boring, weirdo. She can never do it like Kenya. Ooh. Hey, can you... Okay. Hey, who said that Ming Lee need to chill with the cat licking stuff? Y'all know she left her a good nip and tug. She used to be a baddie. She used to be a baddie. I'm not gonna lie. When Ming Lee came on the scene, baby, she was a gorgeous girl. Gorgeous girl. I don't know what's going on.
got from neighborhood for the Chris San Diego, you know, all that.
All that. Okay, baby. That's what's all that. Pop your shit, babe.
What?
Was Portia being shady by saying that she thought it was Drew singing tonight?
Absolutely. Like, how do you not know your best friend's voice? Like, I knew it was Shamia's voice, and she was, like, convinced. Like, it's not Shamia. And I'm like, what are you saying? And then she said, which was even more crazier, she said, well, it sounds so good, I thought it was Drew. I was like, you know what? When you're emotional, sometimes you can't make sense. Excuses.
Oh.
Well, she made me eat my waffle real quick. She made me eat my waffle real quick.
Was Portia being shady?
Baby,
by saying
Kelly
that she
is a
thought it
great
was Drew
addition to
singing,
the show.
tonight?
Absolutely. Like, how do you not know your best friend's voice?
Kelly was a great addition to the show. I don't care. I feel like if they would have kept Kenya, I feel like there was miscasting. And the fact that they miscast, they got people who are thirsty for the camera. People who need that Bravo check. Because, listen, Bravo checks be cutting, honey.
So, like, I knew.
People, the Bravo checks be cutting. And that's why the girls want to be on the show. They know you could be on the show forever and pay off debt, pay off mortgages, clear out bankruptcy. You could do all types of things with Bravo. Brit gives hate fan vibe. I don't care so far. Honestly, I don't like none of the new girls on Roa. Ooh. 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 So let's get into our next topic. Let's get into Rashida. She rapped like Shawty Love. Now, y'all know I cannot share with y'all the clip because Viacom will take it down. But please continue to like this video, like this video, like this video. Like this video. We're saving Carrie Hilson, Miss Keri baby for last. Because, you know, the girls love to lie. Miss Keri baby. Talking about she was this amazing singer.
But girl, how are you feeling about the whole thing? You know, like,
It's just like, okay, I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Because I'm so non-confrontational and things with me and Yandy got a little off-key.
Yeah.
My delivery might have been wrong by saying we're not friends.
Right.
But we not going to sit here and act like we best of friends now. Me wording me and Yandy aren't friends was not the correct way to word it. My thing is, let's just lay it on the table. Like, it is what it is. I heard what you said. I didn't take it as like, oh, Rashida hates us. People have different levels of friendship. Absolutely. But I just don't want to be a friend of yours because it's a good look for you when in real life, that's not how it is. Right. Real friends are friends when there are no cameras. Yeah. I'm not saying y'all at odds, but just y'all not seeing eye to eye, and it stems behind just some hearsay, some things going around. And that's my point. It's like, address the real elephant. If you over here thinking we such good friends, why are you trying to blame Jasmine and them talking to y'all about whatever your husband has going on? Yeah. On me and Kurt. They was looking for the frost and ran into the Harrises. Like, they wasn't looking for us. You know, I've had situations within my marriage. We all have. Instead of pointing the fingers and trying to find someone to blame, you know, why don't you and your husband have a conversation about why people are saying certain things and leave it at that? Go make sure your house in order before you go trying to help anybody else. That part. I would like for you and your husband or boyfriend, girl, whatever y'all call it, to get on the same page. Yeah. I'm not even sure if they're legally married or not. I do remember some about, I didn't turn in the certificate or just some years ago. Right.
Let me make sure I'm getting this straight. What you're saying is that you're not legally married?
No, I didn't send off the paperwork. We signed it. Our officiant signed it. I never sent it off. I don't want to cause any problems on the trip. If we decide to have a one-on-one conversation, cool. Yeah. If we don't, I'm cool with that. No more drama for the rest of the time. That part. I don't.
Did y'all hear that? Rashida said, I don't even know if she's really married. Now, mind you, this is Mendices.
So let me ask you a question, right? What do you think about where Rashida and Yandy's at?
I mean, it's all over the place. You know, I think it's just two different opinions that feel two different ways. You know, what do you think?
So Yandy's saying, yo, Jasmine was bought in my circle. I'm not going to key with Jasmine because I know the type of penis she brought to my friend household. Well, you know, I don't know Jasmine.
If you're going to ask me that, I'm going to tell you there's other things being said. It was mentioned to me that you'd be at her bar.
You saw the Jasmine?
Very much so. Obviously, it's two different things happening, and I'm trying to be as I can. There's a lot of rumors swirling around about certain people messing around with a lot of girls.
Is there even an alleged video circulating in regards to Mendices and another woman? Because you and the other cast members have been speculating about that.
I mean, certain people say they got the video. I mean, I plead the fifth.
But you are insinuating that Mendices has been seen by other girls, right?
I just feel like I don't want to be the one to be spilling the beans, because then they're going to be like, you snitching.
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know Jazz. I don't want to know Jazz. I will never in my life have a conversation with her. Kirk, if you're going to stand on that everything Jasmine say got truth on it, then I have to take account that everything she say about you is true. I don't know her. That is your woman. That's your baby mother. You deal with that. Leave me the alone. The only thing is that bothering me to speak to you is that I don't like how this. I didn't like how that.
Me neither. And hey, listen, I think for them, I don't have an issue. I think they should talk and they need to figure it out. I feel like what's going on here in the Rashida is like some teenage high school. There's got to be some big girl pants put on. I don't think everything got to be perfect all the time, but I do think you can move past it. We'll figure it out. It's not that serious. They'll get past it.
So y'all heard it. Rashida and Yandy are beat out because Mendices is out in the streets, honey. This is not the first time. This is like the 1,000,000th time. And so when it comes to Yandy, I told y'all the last time, Yandy will fight to the end of Earth to say she got the king. Remember she was doing this in the video? When she was, when he put that ring on her finger so she could be the forever dummy? When she was competing for Mendices, she was like this. She the wife. She was doing this. Y'all remember? She was like, when she was out there being Malcolm X and Martin Luther King out in the streets for Mendices, getting pepper sprayed in the face, out here doing the marches and whatnot and fighting for the injustices, simply because, not because she wanted to, because her man was up in there. Y'all remember that? When they was pouring that milk on Yandy's face? But when Yandy don't see, the problem is, Rashida already told y'all, when it comes to her man, she's blind to the BS. She don't care what the girls is doing. Okay? And you can tell she's strictly in there for the business. When it comes to Yandy and Medicis, Yandy is fighting hard. And the fact that Rashida said, is that even her husband? Baby, shots fired. Shots fired. Never get with the beef for prison, okay? If men go to prison, as long as Medici guaranteed, they even... Ooh. Not the clapping the men's cheeks. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. Listen, the mods is not playing. Please get the likes up, A Squad. Ignore the trolls in the chat. Continue to engage with the button. We do not work for free, okay? We're in the international waters, please. Okay, what did my favorite, the Queen of Pakistan, say? What did the pay me? Okay. Yes, keep it classy. We are monetized. Stop acting a fool, please, and thank you. And share this out. Make sure y'all are subscribing if you like the vibe. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I gotta hit my homegirl up. She is so funny. She never listens to me. But yes, continue to like this video. Make sure y'all hit the poll because we're getting into Miss Carrie Hilson. Now, I want y'all to hear what Keri is saying because Keri has a tendency to lie. Keri has a tendency to lie. I'm glad she's telling her truth, but Keri needs to also state the whole truth. I'll let her tell it. Let's get into it.
It's a regret. It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. He had produced the record, and I wasn't, because I was on tour with Lil Wayne. I wasn't able to like lay anything down. He had been on me for a couple weeks about we need to do a remix. Okay, so I take off. It wasn't happening quick enough for him. I take off, we fly in, and he had another writer in our camp at the time. He had her write this, so he played it for me like this is the remix, because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to Turn Me On. Like, the whole time I've been writing concepts, like, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful, you know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. You know, involving others and kind of threatening my career in a sense, in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight. But I was in tears, I was crying, I was adamant that I did not want to do that.
And for people that don't know, you were signed to Polo.
I was signed to Polo and Timbaland.
Correct.
Yep, in a joint venture at Interscope Records.
Yep.
And I was young. I was super young. I felt I had no power. I felt I had no choice.
She was in her
I did
20s.
record my version, which had nothing like that in it. It was on subject. The song is about men. And it leaked like days after I did it, but he promised me that wouldn't happen, so it leaked. And that was that. And I protected him. I protected the girl that wrote it, who went on to become famous. I protected everyone in the story, so I had to eat that. I had to eat that. And I am still eating it to this day. But that is definitely a regret of not fighting even stronger. But again, when your career is on the line and they make it that be the way that you perceive the situation. Not perceive, but it was pretty clear. But when you're that young, you're just kind of like, fuck.
Maybe they know better than me.
Right, like,
yeah. What did Timbaland say?
I think he just went because they were partners. I think he just went along, but I don't remember that we involved him or that he was involved at all, because he hadn't produced that record. But I wonder now. I would love to ask him, like, what did you think about that? What I do know is he went on to work with B and J,
So did Polo.
and tour with them, and so did Polo. And I would say, Keri the human was looking at Carrie Hilson the artist like, you deserve that shit. You should have fought harder. You know, I understood it. I got it.
Give yourself grace, though.
Well, it's tough to do because I that's something that I held on to. Not again.
Girl, every time we together.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you, sis.
But
Lord, her wig smells like onions.
First of all,
thank you for making
whatever
me laugh.
makes you laugh.
Thank
Yes,
you.
go ahead.
Thank you. That was. I
I
felt
can't say it wasn't true, though, but...
Y'all are crazy. But that is what if give myself grace. Yeah. I do now. I do. I have forgiven myself. But that's what it goes back to the shame that I felt for so long. So I just felt like that was such an ungraceful mistake to make, or to be forced to do.
No tears.
And to not stand up for myself. That was the shame that I wore. Was like, I should have fought harder. I should have never have done it. I should never have recorded that. I should have outed them well before now. I should have, you know what I mean? And I still am protecting the writer because I feel like she might have been doing what she was told to do. I hope that.
I have to say, I feel like she kept their names out of it simply because she was successful. But to say, this is why she was blackballed. No, Carrie Hilson was blackballed because she is a nasty woman. She has a nasty disposition. She's very mean, girlish. Tierra Marie spoke on this on R&B Money, the podcast, about her antics, and she wasn't the only one. So I get it. A lot of people don't like Beyonce, so they just keep saying Beyonce. But she did Beyonce and Ciara, and she written big hits for Ciara just in order for Ciara to not only work with Polo the Don no more. She cut off Carrie Hilson. Y'all are acting like Ciara wasn't that girl. Let me pull up Ciara in 2011. But just so I can show y'all what type of clout we're dealing with. Because people love to be like, oh, Beyonce blackballed her. Baby, Ciara was that girl. Keisha Cole. You know, all these people. What year did Ciara? She was a part of the Malibu Rum Tour. What album came out? I think Promise came out. Did Promise come out? Did Promise come out? I think it did. What year did Promise come out? What? Ciara. Promise. Because that exploded the internet. No, that was released in 2006. She was doing stuff with like, everybody on me. She was doing a lot of bops then. Ciara was that girl then. She was doing Ride. I like the way you ride it. Yeah, Ciara got her up out the way. And then Keisha Cole tried to defend her. And she was rude to Keisha Cole. And Keisha Cole was that girl. We gotta talk about who Keri was out here dissing. She was beefing with Tierra Marie, being rude to her over a man. Not my words, Tierra. She was nasty towards Ciara, Beyonce, and then had the audacity to come for Keisha Cole, the hood rat from Compton. That's why her career is in the trash. That's why her career is in the trash. And then we talk about when Ciara was out here doing the invisible mic. Baby, the girls were fighting. Keri thought because she wrote hits for Britney Spears and them that she could just say and do whatever she wanted to do. Y'all are making it seem like Carrie Hilson didn't have industry and politics under her belt. She did. She wrote huge hits. She was a songwriter first. She was on one of the biggest comeback songs for Timbaland. I don't like the fact that she's trying to paint this image as if she's some type of victim. Keri is not a victim. She's very much the villain. The problem is she used this as the catalyst because Beyonce came back on Diva. What you said? She ain't no diva. See, the girls was in the song letting them know, like, she said, where your boss at? That's what she told her. Because she didn't want to write for Beyonce. I wish people would just own what they did. Own what you did. You want to blame this man. Polo the Don did not tell you if you don't sing this rap, then you're not gonna be famous. Girl, the woodworks is coming out. The interview, the red carpets is coming out. The interview she did in these magazines. See, the problem is people think we forgot. I remember that because my name is Keri. I'm so very fly. Oh my. I never thought she was a strong singer. I just thought she was a cute girl, pretty, who could write. I don't know why y'all making it seem like Keri is just some vocalist out here. She was a non-factor for real. She was a non-factor. She thought because she wrote for Britney Spears, she could talk crazy, and them black girls hit her between the pop, pop, pop. Hit her with the 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get into this.
So I have to ask you a question. This is a must-ask question as well. There's a rumor going on that Polo the Don talked you into the studio, leaked a record that's considered a diss song for Beyonce and Ciara. Is that true? It's considered that. Yes, Polo had this idea. No, he did not leak it. It's not the version Polo wanted out. Okay.
See?
Especially the version with him talking all over it. You know, it sounds like he's instigating something and giving more meaning into the lyrics than were initially intended. But no, he didn't like force me to do anything. I mean, it was
Carrie Hilson cannot sing to me. I'm sorry. That's just
I'll try it, and that was just it. He was like, I want it a little more fiery, and that's cool. That's cool with me. I speak my mind, and you know, I make no apologies for it. So, you know, it's a hot verse. I love the verse. Yes, I heard specific names being brought up. No, it's not about that. No, you know, that was not where the energy was. I'm not retracting or. So I have to ask you a question. This is, you know.
And for the record, her body language, she's telling the truth right there. Her body language, she's telling the truth. So I don't get this whole like I was forced and da da da. She was telling the truth right there.
You know, feeling some kind of way about how people feel that I'm doing, you know, that I did this. I'm not, I guess that's the only way I could say it. I'm not retracting. It's just that was never the energy behind it. Okay. But we did play it for people, and it's considered a leak because we decided not to go with it. And I can prove that because it's like, when you do a remix to a song, you kind of want it to be for the remix to come out while the song is really hot. You know, feeling some kind of way.
So Esther Dean said, I submitted a lot of verses for that remix. One got picked and it was co-written with Keri. Looking back, it was childish and didn't age well. I see how it hurt people, especially women, and I take full accountability. I worked with and supported many women since, but that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part in it. Growth is real, and so is this apology. And then somebody said the writer was definitely Esther Dean, and it was a hit. So, Turning Me On, the remix. I didn't like Turning Me On. I hated how it sounded. So, I don't even know why we're still talking about this because I never heard the remix ever. Never heard the remix. So, it says, I ain't trying to start some mess. There's something on my chest that I need to get off because you turning me off. Your vision cloudy if you think you're the best. You can dance, she can sing, but she needs to move it to the left, to the left. She needs to go have some babies. She needs to sit down. She fake. Them other chicks ain't even worth my time to talk about. Y'all see her? She said that with her full chest. Ben had dollars. Boy, go on, get your money up. You know you ain't the only homie on me lined up. I ain't turning it off. I'm staying turning it on. Go ahead and tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs. That was towards Ciara. She was dissing Ciara, Keisha, and Beyonce. And you know, Keisha Cole defended her, and then she got mad at Keisha Cole. See, people think we don't remember. Carrie Hilson she wasn't blackballed because she dissed Beyonce, and she said people bought her CDs, bought Carrie CDs, and was throwing them at her and calling her a flop and all this stuff. Girl, if you don't listen, y'all always leave out the other people so y'all can have this I can't stand Beyonce moment. Now, was Beyonce out here backyard bullying the people? Yes, she was. They was removing their names off the songs because it was taking the money. That's their fault. Rico Love already talked about it. He said, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. Ciara said, Keri said she never wanted to write for Beyonce. And the fact that she wrote Love in This Club, that's what made her even saltier. Because Beyonce was over there and Usher wanted her to be the love interest in Love in This Club because he was the love interest in her song. And when Beyonce found out Keri was on the song, she said, I want to sing it. I want to make love in this club. And it pissed Carrie Hilson off. Because guess what Usher did? Took her off last minute. He took her off and said, you can either get paid for the song or don't. I got a man, you got a lady. And then Usher's wife at the time said that Keri was flirting with her husband. I believe the ex-wife. I believe the ex-wife of Usher. She knew who was out here flirting with her man. Baby, see, the girls like to lie. First of all, Keri was a beautiful girl. She's aesthetically pleasing, but the problem is she had a nasty disposition. That's the real tea. That's why she's not really trying to wake it up. Because you mean to tell me Polo the Don, who was an okay producer, he was hot, but he wasn't no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? He worked for Sierra. He wasn't doing the things that Timbaland was doing. But Timbaland doesn't know about it? Girl, please. Timbaland, who spoke highly of Carrie Hilson, was like, oh, she made me love music again. Child, please. Carrie is not telling y'all the truth. Carrie is not telling y'all the truth. I want to see the real Beyonce. Why? Who said that? What do y'all need to see the real Beyonce for? Her job is to sing. Carrie's Slow Dance, that song is so good. That's when I knew she could sing. She cannot sing. Baby, that is called auto-tune. Everybody can get blackballed. It's just it's the name of the game. Hey, Juice Talk. Hey, Denitra. Hey, y'all. Listen, Keri is making it seem like she was out here doing the Lord's work. She was not. Keri was nasty. It is auto-tune. It is auto-tune. It is auto-tune. I'm telling y'all. It is auto-tune. I'm not saying her voice is just not aesthetically pleasing to me. It's not. But I'm sick and tired of Keri making it seem like we can't hear. We don't know what's going on. I remember that time. She came for all those girls who was fool-la-la on the mic and thought she could just say and do anything. Them girls was like, get her up out of here. Especially Sierra, because Sierra, I don't know if they still have that article out, but Sierra was like, girl, we used to work together. She was not no young Whitney. Y'all gotta stop lying. She won't no young Whitney. Miss, you're turning me on. You're turning me on. I hated that song. I was like, she need to tell us what that studio session was like with her and Kanye. Now that's the one I want to hear. That's the one I want to hear. I want to hear what went down in the studio when she did Love Knocks You Down. Because, baby, the girls said, listen, Nivea did not have nothing nice to say about Carrie Hilson. The girls was just, Keri did that to herself. If by being on some powder then, I can see her being like, ooh, oh my God, no y'all did not. No y'all did not. No y'all did not. And mind you, this is the woman who still writes songs, but people don't rock with her because she has a nasty disposition. Talking about she's been carrying this. She's carrying it because she's not telling the whole truth. When people can't let stuff go, they're not telling the whole truth. Everybody knew about Polo the Don. So I don't know why y'all are making it seem like, oh my God. Polo the Don said that that's not the reason she is not as big as she should be in the industry. I think he was keeping it cute. Keri just has a nasty attitude. That Tierra Marie thing solidified it for me. I said, oh my God. I'm like, Keri, girl, you cannot be nasty towards people and then expect them to want to work with you. Girls get dissed all the time. Beyonce dissed Tank. Beyonce dissed Tank in her song. And he knows he was dissed. And you know what he had to say? She got me good. Because when they come for her, see, Beyonce let all these girls come for her and she go put it in her music. She sings better than Sierra, but guess what? And that's segue into Sierra. But guess what? We not checking for Sierra like that anymore. Look, Sierra just released a new song. I don't know what the song is called, but Sierra needs to get back into that zone of when she was singing it like, oh, and Ride and stuff like that. She's making it too rated G. She's making it too rated G for the girls. Okay, we remember, I like the way I ride it. She's over here like, oh, Oshkosh bagosh. Scoop doop de doop. Sierra, please. We're not taking you serious until you take yourself serious. I don't know what you need to do, but I think you need to go to the studio, grab you some beats and whatnot, and go hit up Jazzy Faye. That's when you was over there making magic. Hit up Jazzy Faye, somebody, because right now, no. Who helped you do Promise? Maybe you need to ask your baby daddy to write you another hit. My body's your body, baby. Like, I want to hear the song and be like, make it sexy. You don't have to, girl, make it sexy. We remember you grinding on the vehicle. Because I did it. My homeboy still got that video. Okay, with the Timberland boots on, with your old nose. I'm so sick and tired of Sierra playing with us. The name of the new song, let me promote it for her. I'm not getting no money for this. Let me talk all things. I'm not getting no dollars. Hold on. She doing stuff like that. It's just giving low budget. Sierra too bad for all this. Sierra is a fine woman. She's beautiful. She's an icon. She's a legend. I don't know. Let's see what the poll said. So y'all have a vote. Ooh. Do you believe Carrie Hilson was forced to diss Beyonce? 52% of y'all said yes. 48% of y'all said no. Ooh, that was a close battle. Baby, y'all was fighting to the survival of the fittest. Y'all was battling it out, honey. 91 of y'all have voted. I'm muted? Am I still muted? Am I still muted? No. Okay, my bad. My apologies. I'm using different Wi-Fi, honey. I said y'all been voting.